was your weekend? Need to fix my glasses here. How's everybody doing? Can you hear me okay? Bueller. Hi, Julia O. See who else? I guess I've said hi to everybody so far. Loud and clear. Thanks, Tina. Yeah, if I'm ever too loud, let me know. I don't really change anything on my mic. It just sits right over there. And I don't move it. I don't adjust it. It's just there. Hi, Ashley, Anushka, Dawn, Lisa, Darlene. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I thought we were going to do this last week, but then we got on to other things. So I thought we would go ahead and color with the NeoColor2s. And of course, we always add pencil. Hi, Maseki, Barbara, Pamela. And yeah. That's true, Tina. Hi, Barb. Let's see. Ambient, Debbie Bruce. Good morning, Debbie. Happy Monday to you too. Tina's clicking on everybody she can get. She's grabbing everybody and giving you all a big hug like she does every time. Let's see. Terry, Barbara. I'm probably missing people. It does scroll by pretty quick. Mahonia, good morning. Currently working in Kirby Roseanne's, the pumpkins. There's more hugs. Hi, Nina. So yeah, if y'all are just joining us for the first time or watching the recording, I'm Dee Dee. I stream every Monday and Wednesday. I always say 9 a.m., but I come on at 8:30. I always come on at 8:30, but I come on to say good morning to everybody, chat, say good morning to everybody. It's a chat show. I will remind everybody it's a chat show. There's a lot of chatting going on. We chat. And yeah, so Nana Mo. So I like greeting people. I like acknowledging and thanking you that you're here. And so we do. Sometimes a chat and cat, depending on if the cats come in or not. I don't know where they are this morning. I have the door open, but they haven't come in yet. Let's see. Rachel. Yeah, make sure you have live chat clicked at the top. Top chat's the default, but if you have that selected, you will not see all the chat. So if you want to see all the chat, make sure you click live chat. Make sure you're either in 720 or 1080p in your little wheel setting so you have good quality. I do StreamYard, and so I pay extra to have that good quality, so y'all use it, okay? Use that high quality. Let's see. B. Good morning. Good morning, B. R. Good morning, R. So yeah, so I have not picked a page yet, although I still have a couple selected from the last time. So we might do one of those, or I don't know yet, but we're going to start with base coating everything with the NeoColor2. Let me get a water brush. Do I have one handy? Do I have one in here? Yeah, here's one right here. Let's get this. Let's make sure there's water in it. There is. That one looks pretty good. So yeah. So these are the NeoColor2 by Caran d'Ache. They're the water soluble ones. If you get NeoColor ones, they are not water soluble. They're just like crayons. Nothing wrong with that. And there's uses for those as well. but I use the water soluble ones. So if you want the ones that are water soluble, hi Janet, how's it going? Where'd she go? There she is. There she is. Then you want to make sure you get the NeoColor Roman numeral 2. Okay. So just saying. Let's see what else is going on. I guess I could do I know what I'm going to do for Inktober today. Splat is the word, so it's going to be an easy one. So let me get a piece of my, what do you call it, paper here. Parchment paper. I've been doing all my Inktobers on parchment paper. If y'all haven't kept up with them, I do post them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So, yeah, this is the parchment. I got it at Hobby Lobby. And so today is splat. And I'm not going to put the definition because it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm thinking I just want some splats. Let me see if is it plural or is it just splat? Let me look. Let me look it up. So let me look at my on my pictures. I kept a picture of the Inktober. Yeah, it's just splat, S-P-L-A-T. So I think I might want this just a little further down. Something like that. And I'm going to do splats. Oh, thanks, Nanimo. Yeah, I've been trying to do things that have to do with ink and calligraphy. Let's see if we can do this real quick. Let's get out my carbon ink. Let's get out some. I'm going to pour just a little out. There we go. Oop, I poured a little more than I wanted to. That's okay. I don't have my pipette or my pipette, the little, dropper. So let's make sure. Let me get a baby wipe. I don't want that dripping. Or I'll have a splat. I think I'll do this with a brush and then splat it. Let's see what happens. We'll give this a go. All right. I haven't done any of my Inktobers on camera, I don't think, this year. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's get a brush. Let's see. Let's just get a brush. Maybe one of these. Yeah, let's get this one here. Let's get one of these. It's kind of, let me dampen it. Smooth it out. There we go. It's a little crooked, but that's okay because we're going to make it splatty. All right, so let's see what we can do here real quick. See if I can get my Inktober knocked out. All right, so we're going to do. Let's do this here. Okay, now we're going to do. And let's do one up here. Okay, and I'll let that dry, and I'll put this this brush because that's what I used. And there we go. Maybe this needs to be a little thicker right there. There we go. There's our Inktober for the day. Janet. I just want that. There we go. I want that little connected. All right. So there's our Inktober. I will sign it. I've been signing everything down here with just a little pen down in the corner here with the number. And today is the 25th. And let's move that ink out of the way. Get a baby wipe, clean off my hands. We'll let this dry and I'll post it after the show. All right. So one thing project out of the way. Let's put it up here in case the cats come in here. All right. I did get some happy mail. Mary Tau, 2 T-A-U, I think is her last name. She sent me some happy mail. I don't see her in here that often. So she, you know, I do see her over, and I did tell her on Instagram Messenger, thank you for the happy mail. So I'll show that. All right, let me scroll back, see what I missed here. Melinda, good morning. Crimson Owl. Hey, Crimson Owl. I met Crimson Owl over at another channel. So it's good to see you. So y'all make Crimson Owl Comics feel welcome. I think Crimson Owl does mostly horror comics, but you can find the link, same name as Crimson Owl Comics for YouTube channel. So yeah, thanks for stopping in. Thank you, Nanamo. Let's see. I try to make it under an hour, you know, and usually it's no more than 30 minutes, but I give myself, you know, let's keep it under an hour this year. I got other things going on. I think the most detailed one I ever did was the Movie Monsters My Way, which I did all those with a ballpoint pen and brush and ink. But I drew them all. I did not sketch them. I just drew them all with a ballpoint pen and inked them with the brush. And they're all on my Instagram if anybody wants to go back. I think it was 2019, 2 years ago was when I did the Movie Monsters. Thank you, Tina. There's the Crimson Owl Comics. Yeah, everybody's very, very friendly here. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Nana. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, they're all over on IG. I don't have them here handy. I don't think. I'm not. Let me look. Let me look if I have them right here, because I have multiple portfolios, and sometimes, let's see if it's in this portfolio. Okay, I'll show a few of them. I'll show a few of my favorites. So it was 2019 while we're waiting for people to come in. All right, so this was 2019. So this one popped back up on Zira from Planet of the Apes. It popped back up on Facebook, so I did repost that one. And so this one was not part of my the 31, but that was just another one. I did 2 different versions of Frankenstein here. Of course, this one's Zippy the Unicorn. This is his favorite. I love this one. It just makes you laugh, you know? And so just different ones, different movie monsters, different creatures. Here's the fly. The fly popped back up as well. And I did repost this one, I think, last week. Hi, Amaris. Good to see you. It's been a while. Rhonda. I think I said hi to Terry Brown. You like that one, Nanamo? You like the Invisible Man? Yeah, I like the Invisible Man too. Here's Bride of Frankenstein. Let's see. Here's the Wicked Witch. This one was not part of the 31 days, but I did do Poe, Predator. So yeah, but a bunch of the different, the Creature from the Black Lagoon, Nosferatu. This one's really creepy. Isn't that one really creepy? I like that one. This is from the Gargoyles. Of course, let's see. There's King Kong, Cyclops. Here's a Phantom of the Opera. What else is in here? Oh, I'm just trying to pick out some of my favorite ones. I think those are pretty much my favorites. But yeah, so this is where I decided which ones we're going to do and which ones, you know, not. So kind of got a list there. But anyway, yeah, those are some of my Inktobers from 2019, which I don't know, you can see, but they're all done. It was all drawn with a ballpoint pen. And then the heavy black inks were brush. So that was brushed in here. But everything was just drawn with a ballpoint pen. So don't be afraid to get that ballpoint pen out. So, yeah. Okay, so shove that back in there. So we're going to color today in Cute and Creepy. While we're sitting here, I'll go ahead and flip through this one, and so you can see what we've done so far. And Cute and Creepy. And I won't zoom in yet. I'll just kind of, well, maybe I'll zoom in one here. It's a little far. There we go. Did you use pen? No, just pen. See, the thing about it, Ambient, is when you're using a ballpoint pen, I got scratch paper under here. When you're using a ballpoint pen, you're light. You start real light. I have to have some cushion here. This is no cushion. You can start real light. Like, let me just go over here and draw my microphone over here. So you start real light, and then it's on a little stand here. And so all the lines, all the what do you call it? The your sketchy lines. They're kind of, they still show. They're kind of part of your design, your sketch, right? And then you just decide where you want your final lines. Okay, you can just kind of go back over them, and then it has my blue is right in the middle there. It says blue in there, and then up here's another part of the microphone down here. So it's very sketchy, and I don't know if you noticed that on them. I already put them away, but they're very sketchy lines. See, it's very sketchy, and you just leave those, and then you can go in and ink with. Let me just grab a brush pen. No, you know what? Let me use the ink that let me use all this ink that I poured out a minute ago. Let's just use that. Let's get a smaller brush though. Let's see. So let's see. I don't have any. These are my acrylic brushes that are really kind of. Let's see if that's even soft. No, that one's not soft. Well, let me just get the one I had. Okay. So then you can get in there and do your darks, like in here. Okay. And then I would have done like the word blue here and then gone around it, but just so you can kind of see. So you can do the dark, and maybe there's a shadow under here, and maybe there's a shadow here. So, and then you just go, and then you'll do your more details. This brush is real floppy, so it's not really the best for this, but just so you can kind of get the idea. And then you just can go back and forth like I might have in the microphone. It looks like looks like a grid in the like that. So that's how I did it. A little more time, of course, but essentially that's how I did it. More here, D. Williams. Don't mind us a little sketchiness. A little sketchiness. Hi, Becky Kalora. Let me see who else I might have missed. Nats. Linda Rins. I said hi to Maseki. Suzette. I'm learning to color, and I follow along the fairy and alien coloring. Well, I have over 400. I think that's what Pacola, which I don't see her yet today. Pacola, I hope you're out there. Okay. I think I have over 400 coloring page videos. Hi, CNP. And speaking of coloring, if anybody wants to see some amazing, I'm not saying mine's not amazing, but if you go look on Instagram at Cat and Paste, she's got some amazing coloring. So go follow Cat and Paste on IG. Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, they're pretty. Oh, there she is. I just missed you. There's my little Snapdragon. Let me flip while I'm talking. There's my little Snapdragon. I just didn't see her while I was inking. This one we did, I think, week before last. Yeah, I think it was week before last. This is the most recent one I think we've done. Hi, Shelly. You're welcome. You're welcome, CNP. So I haven't decided on what page I want to do, although I still have two booked from this one. I want to finish. I want to do it in purple and yellow or blue and yellow because we got this one in orange and green. Oh, it's okay, Brenda. Yeah, go back and look at some of my videos. Go probably 2 years ago. I probably drew a couple. Oh, I know I drew a few of those movie monsters my way. I drew a few of them, or a couple anyway. I don't remember how many I drew on. There's a video for it, so if you want to see those done. So that's just a great color. And also, yeah, Tina has done. She just did one. She just did the and I don't know if it's in the Minuet Bon, that one. Rhapsody. I'm not sure which one it's in, but and C&P colored it as well. Let me go over here and find Cat and Paste and also Tina. Tina is Catacomics. Catacomics 64, and she just did this one. Come on. There we go. So Tina did this one. So if you want to go see them, that's Tina right there. Catacomics 64 is Tina. And then C&P, Cat and Paste, is Cat and Paste here or there? What is it? Cat and Paste here. So there's C&P. And she just did this one. This Cat and Paste just did this one. So go follow them both over there on IG. Go follow them on IG. You changed your cat, Tina? From when? From the time you posted it? I know, it's all so cute. Y'all just do so good. So we did this one on video about maybe 3 weeks ago. We did this one. And the light fluctuates because I do not have the auto light off. So it will adjust. If it's too flashed out, I can turn the brightness down just a little. There we go. So I've worked in this one. We did a lot of these this is the other one I was going to do. We did a lot of these last year. I really like her though. This might be a good one to do with Neocolor. Might do that one. Oh, you changed the way it looked. Well, y'all are doing awesome coloring. We did this one last week or the week before. We made her fuzzy, furry like a cat. She wasn't like that, but I forget, was it Devin Rex said to do it, so we did it. So yeah, we've done a lot in this book. I'm not sure, I forgot how many are in this book, but we've done a lot. I wanted to do more this year than we have done, but we've done other things as well. So there's Shelly. Tina, I just followed you, Shelly said. Most of us, hi Abigail, most of us are on Instagram. And so, yeah, you can find most of us if you put in our names that are here. Pinkish hairy arm girl, yes. So this is a really fun book, and it is still available. You can get it on Amazon. I see it all the time at Books A Million. It's not on clearance, but I always see it. This is always one of my favorite pages. I love the look on her face, and I love the little hedgehog. I love this page. And all the white lace, that's all done with and all the white here, that's all done with the white Posca pen. So, and then we did, I did this one off camera just to to post one that day. So that one was a quick page. Not quite as quick as the Inktober I just did, Janet, but all right, let's see. Let's go back to her. And yeah, I'm not sure. Those look like eggs. Are those broken egg yolks? I'm not sure. Or what do you think? Is those egg yolks there, guys? On her head? So I think we'll do this one. We'll do this one. And I just thought we'd be different and use our NeoColor. Now I'm going to be honest; it's not as my favorite as acrylic paint backgrounds, but you know we like to try different things. One of the nice things is you can use the lid to mix on. So yeah, and they last forever. These do last. It's kind of like pan pastels, which I should do one in pan pastels before the month is over. Do one of these in pan pastel and pencil. They last forever. They're not cheap, but they do last a long, long time. And so do pan pastels. Yeah, it kind of looks like eggs too. You know, I don't know if I want to do like just do it yellow with just a little bit. Let's test that out. Let's get a nice bright yellow. And you can use them in different ways. Let me put my lid over here so I don't lose it. You can use, let's go back to a test page here. Well, I've kind of used this page. So let's go back to the front. Let's put a thing back here. See about here in the front. Okay, so you can use NeoColors in different ways. You can color down with them for a nice solid color and activate them with water. Okay, you can pick them off. You can pick the color off for detail, like and Janet uses the backs. So she has little holes in hers where she uses the backs. I just go right there. And so you can use that, especially for tiny details. Just pick off a little bit of paint rather than trying to color in a little tiny area. But you can use it different ways. Okay. Do green eggs and ham. How could do that, R? Then people might wonder, well, are those eggs? What is that? Where's our page? Let's get back over there. Where is it here? So it's going to depend on what other colors I do. I kind of want to show you. Let me get, the other thing, the best way to clean off your water brushes is with a Kleenex. The Kleenex will pull the color off, and you just give it a little squeeze. I'll probably have to go get some more water in this in a little bit. But a Kleenex works better than a baby wipe or a paper towel. It's just more, it just pulls the paint and the water off the brush. Yeah, I know. Janet has, she just throws hers in a box. Well, they're standing up in a box, but I keep my NeoColors in the tin. Janet doesn't. Let's see, Rebecca. Who else? Flo. Hi, Flo. It's good to see you. Good to see you, Flo. Oh, where'd you go? I had you clicked. There she is. It goes by fast. The chat moves. I'm not trying to ignore anybody if I've not said good morning to you. All right, so let's decide. So do I want my owl to be in, I'm trying to do different, like Halloween colors, purple, lime green, although we've done pink and orange and other colors, So I don't know if I want to start with the background but these do look like little egg, like pieces of egg anyway, because they're kind of spotted, maybe like the spotted owl and the spotted eggs. So I have to decide what colors I want to use first. You keep your Lyra water solubles in the tin too, Tina. That was a mouthful. Thanks, everybody that's here. Okay, so let me go ahead and prop this up on here so you can kind of see some of the colors, as long as that doesn't flash us out too much there. I think we're good. All right, so let's see. The owl, we'll decide on the owl first. Do you want a purple owl with green eggs? And then what color hair would we want? Do we want her to have green eyes, green hair? I'm just looking over my colors. She could have orange. She could have, I try to use some things different because we do use a lot of the same colors in this Halloween book, Yeah, I think might be little owl eggs all over there. So let's see. I might just do a whoosh around for a background and then kind of go in with the eggs. So do I want green eggs, purple owl? That looks like his claw right there. No, maybe that's a broken egg. I think that's a broken egg. So these are probably all eggs. So let's go ahead and let's do green on the inside of the egg, purple on the outside, and maybe purple centers with maybe just a little bit of yellow yolk or green yolk. Yeah, green yolk. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's get a lime green. Let's get the brightest lime green here. And let's start with that. You know what? I think I want a nice dark. Let's do a nice dark. And also, if you want anything really black, well, I don't want to zoom in yet. I'll zoom in when I start shading because then you can't see colors and things. Anything like the pupils in the eyes, or if you want that yolk to be really black, you have to go back in with painted or marker. Now I like to use a Sharpie pen, not a Sharpie marker. Sharpie markers will go through. Alcohol-based markers will go through, but a Sharpie pen to make the blacks like her pupils really, really dark. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And then let's do like this could probably be the inside of the egg there. This spotted part here and then right in here. And again, you can do both. You can pick off the paint or, if you want a nice heavy coat, just go ahead and just put it down directly. All right, so there's that, and maybe a little bit of green back in there. And then we'll have purple on the outside of the egg, the shells. Okay, then maybe her popsicle or her candy here is an egg. Well, maybe we'll give her purple eyes. Well, you have purple or green. All right, so let's see. Let's go with what purple do I want to use? Do we want a purple, a red, purple? Just purple. Okay, so now I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to put some down here on the eggs. And don't forget, guys, you can also go back in. You have to make sure it dries. But once it's dry, you can go in here with pencil on top. But I want to try to get as much done with the Neocolor as possible. Let's see here. Let's do that. Let's do some. There's some back here. I'll zoom in here in a minute. Okay, maybe we'll give her purple eyes. Purple eyes and green. I don't know if I want green here. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so now what I want to do is I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to have to worry about dissolving this, but I want to kind of just get, like I'll use the side. I'll use the side of the crayon to keep it kind of flat and not harsh lines. Something like that. And then just kind of go over the eggs like this. And then I might just do darker, color the individual little eggs flying around darker. But this will give you the idea of the movement of them swirling around her. This. Now remember, it's the water that breaks down your paper. It's not the paint, acrylic or watercolor. It's not the paint. It's the water that you add that breaks it down. So if you want things darker or more water, more blendy, what you need to do is let it dry and then go add another coat. Okay, because it's the water that will break down the paper. Do you use special blow dryer for? Yeah, Susie, I have a heat tool. I have a heat tool my 25-year-old heat tool. Don't let me forget too. I have Happy Meals sitting over here. I just went ahead and got started. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave that and let it set for a minute. And then what I'm going to do though is when it dries, let me just hit some of these that are not wet. I'm just going to go in here and I could just do it with the crayon itself just to get some nice darks, and go in here and get some darks. The other thing you have to remember when you're using watercolor or any water soluble, like these, is that it will reactivate. So you have to know, don't, this can reactivate. Whereas when I do an acrylic paint background, when I do acrylic paint, it does not reactivate. It's not water soluble. So you have to kind of remember that on what, your pages. If you use water, it on a water soluble material, watercolor or NeoColors, they can move again. Okay. They can move again. So I'll let that dry because it's not letting me lay this down on top of that wet paint. All right, so let's see. Let me go ahead and dry this so I can work on the next section. Don't blow dry these, you'll melt them. Or heat gun them. Hi, Kimberly. And anytime you do either acrylic, watercolor, anything that wets your page, make sure it's 100% dry before you try to go in there with color pencil. Otherwise, you're just going to be ripping up your paper. All right. Hi, Ashley, Shelly. I know I'm probably missing people coming in. All right. So we'll leave that. Let's see what I want to do. Do I want the owl to be, and her hair to be, I think I'm going to have her have green hair. Or I could do like an orange, like burnt orange. I really like this color. Or I could do the owl, that color. I like the idea of them kind of being blended together like they're one, So let's see. Do I want her hair? I think I'll do her hair orange. So I'm going to go ahead and put some down. So again, it's a nice way to put a base down if you're not using, and I love my acrylic paint. One of the reasons I like acrylic paint is pencil goes over it so well, and you can get a nice flat color. It's not translucent, right? All right. So, but these really, they activate really easy. And let's do our little eyebrows there. Put a little orange in our eyebrows. So we'll just get a base down, and then we can either go back in with more of the NeoColor when it dries, or we can go in there with more pencil. But this gives you a nice base. I just like to show you all different things you can use. Let's see. Vampire, hello. Who else? I'm sure I'm probably missing people. Marlene from the Netherlands. A vampire from the Netherlands. That's cute. All right, so let's see. Do I want a green owl? You have green eggs? I think I will. I'll go ahead and do the owl green. Oh, here's a little bit more of her hair back here. Yeah, and thank you, Tina. Anybody else as well, if you're new, put it in caps. If you're talking to me, I won't think you're yelling at me. I'll see it better in chat. I still miss some chat, but thank you. If you put it in caps, I will not think you're yelling at me. Thank you, Nanamo. All right, so let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and do a green. We'll do a green owl. Let's get a nice base of the light green. And we'll give him purple eyes, maybe. Maybe some of his feathers can be, maybe there'll be some purple shadows in his wings. So I'm just going to get it based in here. I'll zoom in when I start shading. Just thought you could see the big picture here. And I'm really not squeezing out water out of my brush. I'm just, the water in the tip of it will activate it. All right, so now I think I might do her green as well. I think I'm going to do her skin green. I think I'm going to do her green. We'll do her green too. All right. And again, we're going to shadow. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Rachel. And I try to remember to do that at other artists too. Give them a thumbs up because you're there, you're talking. And if you like to, if you want to chat, leave a chat comment later after the video's up. I don't get a lot of comments in my videos because everybody's here chatting. We're already chatting, so I don't get a lot of comments. But comments really do help the channel. But I do understand if people have questions or comments, they do it here in chat. So I don't get a lot of comments later because I'm answering all your questions here, right? So thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and dry this. Again, I'm going to move these out of the way so they're not, I don't want to melt them. Yes, because this is a chat show, Tina. So true. And if you draw the back, sometimes it helps as well to keep your pages flat and everything. Yeah, exactly, Ollie. Well, I don't mind emails if they're nice, and I mean that about comments and emails. If you just want to gripe, I'm not. You you really have no clue how little I care. So, and if it's really mean, then I just delete it. So if you're constructive, if you have a question like, don't you think so and so, this would have been, I'll answer your question. But if you're just being mean and if you're just being ornery, I'm just going to delete your comments. So, okay, so let's see. Let me get off some of that. All right, now, let me put my brush lid back on. And so it might still, I might need to dry it just a little more. Yeah, I do, Suzette. Not as often as I used to. I've been streaming for 11 years. I guess all the people that want to say something mean about me, they've kind of just already done it. So, yeah, some people really, you just got to roll with it on YouTube. Some people just do it for attention. They don't have nobody's talking to them. So they want everybody to pay attention to them. So they'll sometimes say mean things just so everybody will get attention. Well, rather than give them attention, I just delete it. So there's your attention. Now if it's actual criticism of something going on in the channel or something, I will address it. I'll answer it. Yeah. And then there are people that are just jerks, Tina. That is true. But we don't have very many of those come by here. Thank you. Good fibs. Friends in the box. Yeah, friends in the box. That's what we are. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm just going to move this aside now. Now, I could go in here. Let me just do one more layer just to show you. So I can go in here and add, some of my shading and stuff with another layer of NeoColors, and you can keep building up and using it. It's just, y'all know I'm a pencil gal. I love me my pencils. And but I'll go ahead and put one more layer on here just to get it a little darker. Okay. So let's do that. Yes, and that is so true, Ashley. I can't say that enough. We have awesome mods. And they all have big boots on. So don't push them too far because they know they have control over the channel. So don't push my mods. All right, so there we go. Let's just darken this a little. And we have to dry it again, of course, before we put pencil on there. But that gives it a little bit of brightness, a little bit more brightness. Oh, thank you, Debbie Picard. And welcome. Are you related to Picard? My favorite Star Trek episode with Picard was, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one where I think he gets zapped by some electricity or something and falls out and gets knocked out, and he has like a vision or a dream, and he sees himself on another planet, saving the planet's getting ready to explode, and they only have so much. They only have a few years, and he ends up in his vision getting married. I don't remember. Somebody knows the name of it. Tell me the name of this episode. And so he gets married, has a couple kids, I think even has a grandkid. He helps build this community, and they know that I think it's an asteroid is going to hit their planet. It's going to destroy everything. So only has, I think everybody knows that, or half the people do, but they're still trying to live their lives and everything. And he learns how to play a flute and raises his family and all that. And then he comes out of this vision or this coma or whatever, that knocked him out. And he said, how long was I out? Because he looks around and, sees everybody. And he says, well, how long? They said, you were only out for a couple minutes. Hi, Fernando. You were only out for a couple minutes. And then I forget exactly how it ends. I know I'm leaving y'all hanging. It either ended one of two ways. I can't really remember. It's been a long time, well, quite a while since I've seen it. And so apparently the planet exploded. And so when that planet exploded is what I think set off him getting hit by this electric shock thing or whatever. And when he woke up, they said that there's remnants of a planet that exploded. We're trying to, recover information or something. And they found, I think they found this package or something floating. They beamed it aboard, and it was the flute. It was the flute. And and or he found the flute, I forget exactly how they recovered the flute. But anyway, it turns out that he really was on that planet for like 40 years. Like 40 years in a time continuum thing, and he really did get married, had kids, raise his family, and then the planet exploded. But he had already, woke up from his vision or whatever, and so he had the flute. He had the flute in his quarters, but I don't remember if he got it like before all this happened, or if he had the flute, like, was it floating around? I don't really remember, but he was actually there. Yeah, it was kind of sad and beyond. It was, but it was. I love time travel stories and books and movies, and I just I love. That's what got me hooked on Heinlein back in early 70s was time travel books and that's what got me into sci-fi. Of course I did watch Star Trek originally when it came out, it was 67, 68. whatever, 66, 67, whatever years they were. I think it was only less than 2 years, I think. But anyway, so yeah, I've always loved science fiction ever since I was a preteen. I started reading Heinlein, Asimov, science fiction that was more sci-fi than fantasy. I read Dune, but back, when I didn't love the book. It was like I just couldn't get sucked into it. The book, and now of course they've made a couple of different versions of the movie. And my daughter Annie out in LA said, "Oh, you got to go see the new Dune. You have to go see it." So I don't know. I may go see it. Everybody says it's really good. The Dune movie. Let's see, what else am I missing? Fernando's thinking about altering a book. Let's see. Initially, my altered book with old dictionary Portuguese has changed a lot in Instagram. Oh, that would be cool. Are you on Instagram, Fernando? For some reason, do I follow you? And are you on Instagram? Do you post much on Instagram? Okay, Vampire. Who wrote it? It sounds familiar. All Souls Trilogy. It sounds familiar, and I think you mean all like two L's. I'm writing it down. Who wrote it? Now, here's one of my problems about the old books. Like, I'd love to read some Heinlein and stuff like that, but I have to search out hardbacks because the paperbacks are just so. I can read them. I wear trifocals. I can read old paperbacks, but it's not fun. It's not comfortable. I have to really work at looking at that tiny print. So, I'm always on the hunt for old, the hardbacks because the writing is bigger, right? Let's see. I'm waiting to see what Vampire 4000 says about the author. Of course, I can look it up too. I follow you. I'm not posting very often, Fernando said. Okay. All right, Fernando. Well, that's why I was wondering. Come on, man. Let's see. Deborah Harkness wrote all the soldiers. Okay, Deborah Harkness. Okay, I'm going to write that down. And I usually try to buy, if they're newer books, I'll buy the oversized paperbacks. The not the tiny old timey ones. Harkness. Okay, I wrote it down. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie Cole and Vampire 4000. I'll have to go look and see if you have a channel, Vampire. So Vampire 4000 is in the Netherlands. So it's like about 3:30 in the afternoon there. I think y'all are 6 hours. Although next Saturday, we fall back into daylight savings time. So, Rebecca reading Mirror Visitor. Okay. Is it a time travel book, Rebecca? Okay, let's get back to this. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way now. I could continue to add more layers and do more with it. I just want to kind of show y'all a little bit of what you can do with NeoColors. You can do a lot with them. Trust me, you can do a lot with them. All right, so let's see. Let's get my color pencils. Now, y'all know I like my Prismacolors. I have other brands, and I love, my Polys, my Holbees, my Lumies. But I mostly use my Prismacolor, especially on when we're videoing, because for a couple reasons. One, I can do them quick because I'm so familiar with it. Number two, they're affordable, so I'm not using expensive pencils that nobody can afford. I think the Holbees now are 400 and something a set. I haven't looked but I saw somebody mention it. The Holby set's like 400 Lumies, one of the two, $300-400. Prismacolors are affordable, so they're not as cheap as like a Crayola, but they are I really like them. Let's see. Demo with Neocolors. I should use mine more. Yeah, well, that's what we just did, Abigail. We did this with Neocolors. Just a kind of a base coat. Again, I can build this up just like you would with watercolors, but I'm going to go in and start shading. So these are my flesh tones and neutrals. Here's my colors. I'm going to move the flesh tones to the side because she's green, so we probably won't use much flesh tones anyway. Let's go ahead and zoom in. We'll start with here. Let's go ahead and get the camera focus. Let's turn down the brightness a little. There we go. All right, that looks pretty good. Does that look? Let me see about focusing. Let's autofocus this. Okay, how's that look? Does that look okay, guys? It still looks a little flashed out. Maybe I should turn the brightness down a little more. There we go. All right, we're going to roll with this. Okay, so let me go ahead and pick out some pencils, the greens. Let's get a nice dark green, or let's get this bronze olivey green. Let's go with this one. All right, we're going to go with those 3 greens. And I try to keep a minimum colors, too. So I try to make it easy. I try to make it easy for everybody. All right, so let's get a dark purple, processed red, which is, or it could be raspberry. Yes, processed red. It's like a raspberry color. Let's get a couple oranges, a sienna, and this is the only crap pencil in here for real. Hi, Jonica. I did get some of the Brute Funer, but I haven't really used them. Should y'all want me to try it? Let me see. Where are they? If I can put my hand on them, what I do with them. Let me see here. We haven't used them on camera, I don't think. I bought them a while back. I did a flip of them. These. You want me to try to use these today instead of Prismacolors? Look. See how new they are? I've not used them. I think I swatched them, and I didn't even swatch them on the official chart because I didn't want to take the time to label them all, number them all. All right, well, let's go ahead here. Let me move. I'll move these over to the side. We'll see what color pencils we have. All right, we'll use these. All right, so, and they are pretty budget friendly in what do you call it? Amazon. So, fit your jam, Suzette? Good. All right, so let's see. And they come with these little, like elastic pull out so you can take your trays out. So there's these. I think that's it. Yeah, there's 3 trays. All right, so let's go ahead and use them. All right, but let me pull my same colors. All right, so I want a lime green, like a grass green. Really want an olive green. Here, instead of the grass green, let's go with these 2 olive colors. A darker and a lighter olive color. We'll go with these. And then, well, that looks neon. I don't really know. There's some of them are so close together. Yeah, because you get all these colors. I know, look at all the greens. All right. And they're square. They're a square pencil. And they look pretty centered. I'm glad of that. Y'all do know on Prismacolor to always check to make sure that let me find one where you can see it. None of these are light enough to see. The orange. You want to make sure that the lead is, and it's not lead, but the pigment is centered. Now look how less lead that is, or less pigment is in these. So this is where they're saving some money right there. It's probably got about half the pigment as a Prismacolor has, right? Hi, Patricia. Okay. So there's less pigment in these, but let's go ahead and let's play with them. All right, so let's see. Let's get a dark purple, and let's get my raspberry color. And what else did I have pulled out? Maybe another purple. Let's maybe get this purple. Let's get 3 purples. This one's too blue. I don't want that one's too blue. Let's go with another medium purple. That's not so blue. I'm getting into the blues there. Maybe it'll have to be over here. Is this, oh, now we have numbers. It's, I'll test those. All right, then with some oranges. Let's get orange and a burnt orange. Okay, I don't really have the burnt orange here that I want. We'll have to go over here into the kind of more of a sienna color. Let's see, this one maybe. Okay, all right, so we're going to go with these colors right here. Okay, we're going to roll with these. That orange. See, it's not sharpened. And I haven't sharpened any of these, so this is how it came. Okay, so we'll have to sharpen. Okay, Tina said Amazon will replace them for free if your Prismacolors are out of tolerance. Oh, out of sync? Oh, okay, but you know how much trouble that is. You get one pencil. That's why you always, if you buy them individually, if you buy your Prismacolors individually, you just look at them before you buy them. If you're buying them in a set and you get a whole bunch or more, 4 or 5 or 6, it might be worth it. If you get one, by the time you contact them, get their address, do a this, do a that, get a tracking, I'd just go buy a new pencil. I'm just saying. That's just me. They're only $1 and less than $1.50 each, I think. I forget. For a Prismacolor pencil, you're going to spend $1.50 just in sending it back, even if they reimburse you. And with the postal service, how it is right now. Yeah. Hi, Jane. Broken. They just sent them reply. Yeah, he said there was a time I think they were manufacturing in Mexico and everybody was having problems with them breaking when they were manufactured there. Then I think they moved them somewhere else. I'm not sure where they're manufacturing them right now, but lately I have not had any problems with my Prismacolors. Now this one is old. I think this might even be, how old is this one? No, I was thinking maybe this was an old barrel, but this is the only one that I've ever had where the pigment became loose and that lead actually came out. It didn't break. It just was loose in the barrel. So I just taped it so it wouldn't slide out, but this is the only one I've ever had that happen to, is just this, yeah, if you get a whole bad set, that's a whole different issue. That's a whole different issue. But I haven't had lately, have not had any problems with Prismacolor. All right, so I'm going to move. I still have a Happy Mail to show you. If Mary 2 comes in, which I don't really expect her to, but I want to show her a Happy Mail. All right, so let me just slide this over here to the side and bring this in here, and we'll see how these work. Okay, and how they blend and everything. All right, so I'm going to start on her skin. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, you know what? Even the what do you call it? Our square, where they've sharpened them, and I don't know. I'm just going to use my regular old sharpener and let's just go for it. But they're flat. They're squared off. The tips are squared off. So I'm going to go ahead and sharpen these, and let's just see how it works, because it'll bring it back down to a small. All right, let me show you before and after. Okay. See the orange one I sharpened. So we'll see what happens as I'm going to sharpen all of them. Sharpen them down to a normal pencil, if you will. So let me do all these. They're sharpening in about 3 twists. So let me show you here. Let me get, where's that one that was kind of crooked? Is it this one? Okay, here we go. All right, so here's what it looks like out of the box. Okay, and with about 3 twists, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. There we go. Okay, All right, so let's sharpen. Which ones do I have left? These. And they're really, I mean, I don't remember what I paid for them. I think they've gone up a little since I bought them when they first came out. And of course, as soon as I start using it, that real point, that's probably going to snap off a little bit because I'm sharpening them so tight. Well, you know, they're not the most expensive, but they're not the cheapest either. Yeah, these you mean? Okay, so here we go. And I'll probably need black. And I will test the white, but y'all know nothing works like a white Prisma. Let's see. Here's white and black. Black. I think that's black. All right, let me sharpen my black and white. It's just a little cheap plastic one. I mean, this is nothing fancy. This is it's a General. You know, the General is like one of the cheapest brands you can get, but they are good quality. General does make they have my favorite erasers. Where is my eraser over here? I love the General erasers. I just bought another new one too. Here, these are brand new. Tri-tip by General. These are my favorite erasers. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. I get it at Hobby Lobby. I think you get them at Michael's too. No, these are not water-based pencils. I don't think I bought the water-based pencils. We'll test. I thought I just bought the regular ones. Let's see. What does it say? Well, the boxes. Let's do a test. I don't think I bought a water-soluble ones. Maybe I did and didn't even. So I told y'all I haven't used these yet. All right, so let's see. Where's my water brush? What did I do? Here it is. No, they're just regular pencils. Although I think they do have a water soluble set. I'm pretty sure they have a water soluble set, but I did not get that. I just got the regular ones. Okay, where are we here? I lost my page. There we go. All right. They're oil-based, Ambient said. Yeah, see, I like Prismacolor because they're wax-based. All right, so let's see. So we got our colors here. And let's start on her hair. So I'm going to get the 3 oranges here, or the 2 oranges and the sienna. Okay. And I'm going to start with the shading of the darker area. And they're pretty smooth. We'll see how I like them if they blend. I think I actually need a darker brown, though. I'm going to need 1 shade darker. Let's see. In the sienna color, sort of. Okay, let me sharpen. I got to sharpen them all anytime I use them because they're like blunt. The tips are flat. They're blunt. All right, let me go ahead and do, let's go ahead and do some more of this color first, and then I'm going to go back in and shade. Let me see. Maybe I need to zoom in one more. 2 more. There we go. It loses a little bit of clarity, but then we're nice and close. Oh, thank you, Tina. Tina put a link. There we go. How much are they, Tina? How much are they right now? I think when I got them, they were under 30 bucks. I think they were 29 or 30 when I got them. You know, it's been probably it's probably been a year. So I'm not sure how much they are right now. Let's do her a little bit of eyelash and her eyebrows. Of course, I always like my girls to have thicker eyebrows. Let's see. 31. Okay, so yeah. I think that's about what I paid for them. So, you know, they feel pretty good. It feels weird to hold a square pencil. It does feel a little odd in that sense. Because I can, you know, they're bumpy, you know. Put a little bit of color on her eyelashes. Now remember, her pupils eyelashes, this area right here, anything you want black, you're going to have to go over it with the black. Oh, they have a 15% off coupon too, Tina said. And I'm not sponsored. No one's paying me to say this. It's just that somebody mentioned them. And so I said, well, let's pull them out. I have some of those. So we're going to give her orange auburn Halloween hair. I've been watching the Food Network Halloween Bake Off or whatever they call it, where they have the cake, the candy, and the decorating, making cakes for Halloween. Well, not just cakes, but it's huge. They're huge. Oh, and pumpkins. That's the other thing. The third thing they use: cake, candy, and pumpkins. And then right after it is the pumpkin carving Halloween on the Food Network channel. They're probably online too. But I've been enjoying those. I like anything creative like that. Anything creative. You know. Yeah, Namo. They feel weird, you know. All right, so let's just see how well the white goes on. Pretty, it's going okay. Of course, y'all know when I went bright whites, I'm going to use my Posca. But and the places I'm going over that you're seeing me using the white is where just the paint is, the Neocolor. Let's do a little test here. Let's just put a pencil in here. Let's go back over here and do see, it goes over a little bit, but it does more blending than it does go over. But that's true of Prism. I think that's probably true of all pencils. The white just doesn't go over pencil. That's why I love, and let's see if I can find my little card over here. Whoops. Let's see. Oh, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So here's an example of my matte acrylic paint. When you go over it with white pencil, here's trying to go over color pencil. This is just Prismacolor. Trying to go over white over black pencil, and here it is going over black matte acrylic paint. Yeah, well, the acrylic paint gives it a little more tooth than watercolor, but it's still, it still will go over it better than it would other pencil. All right, so let's see. Let me get my oranges back. Well, one nice thing, they don't roll. That's one nice thing. And I think that's kind of why they did it. They don't roll, because they're flat. Prismacolors, I'd be chasing these babies. Let's see. Okay, so let's go now. I want my dark brown here. I want the shadows to be nice and dark. So what's everybody else working on, or what did y'all do over the weekend? Did you do anything creative over the weekend? Last week, I did send out all those stamps that I gave away. I think on Wednesday's show, I did the giveaway, and Thursday, I went down there and mailed them all. So even Fernando in Brazil, I don't know how long that's going to take, Fernando, but they got mailed. And Janet, I hope you get your box today, unless you got it and I didn't hear. I sent Janet a box of stuff like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks. Namo's been coloring a ton of Halloween pictures. The cats were for the ones that roll. Yeah. Let's see. There's Devin. Hi, Devin Rex, Painty Girl. Has been working on turkey light bulbs. If y'all don't follow Painty Girl, she does she makes characters out of light bulbs. And I haven't seen her. I don't think I've seen maybe I saw the turkey one sometime back, but I haven't seen them this year. So I'm going to get a little more orange right in here. And I'll go over it with Posca, you know, the highlights. I'll get that in there with some Posca because y'all know I love me some Posca. Oh, I hope you get it today. Good grief, Janet. And my post lady said, well, I don't know. I don't see anything. I said, well, give it another week. You know, I mean, the last time I sent you a box like that, it took 2 weeks too, didn't it? So I'm not really worried yet because you live out in the middle of, you know, on the edge of the unit. I mean, we say that certain places in Canada are on Mars. I think Janet's on Jupiter. Uh, so I can tell where I'm going back over some areas. It is a little I'm having to give it some pressure to go over some of the other pencil, pencil that I already laid down, but that's not unusual either. But I feel like I'm having to really put some pressure on it to get these darks over the other pencil. It's not hard to get it where there's just the paint, but where I'm going over it with pencil, it has a little bit of a it feels like you're going over oily or waxy, you know. It's like you already put down 2 layers. Don't try a third. That's what it's trying to tell me. Janet's other world is non-specific. Oh, is today your birthday, Jane? Happy birthday. And hi, Tommy Joe. Jill. Who else am I missing? I'm sure I'm probably missing some people coming in. So I'm just trying to get some of these nice darks. And I do post all of the coloring pages that I finish on Instagram. I don't always finish everything, as y'all have seen some of my other, you know, non-finished work. But when I do a page here, when I try to finish it, I do post it when it's done. I don't post many. I think I posted a couple over the years, whips, works in progress. But for the most part, I only post finished ones. All right, now I'm going to go back to the bright orange. But when you have a base, whether it's like in this case, the NeoColor watercolor on crayons or acrylic paint, watered down acrylic paint, which is my favorite, as a base, it makes everything go faster. You have more texture, more tooth for the pencils to go over. It goes faster, especially if you want to fill in a full-on background, you know. Let's see. I think everybody's understanding you, Vampire. Your English isn't that bad. I think everybody's understanding you. And welcome from the Netherlands. My step grandfather was from the Netherlands. He came over after World War II, and he always had his accent. He never lost his accent. Okay, there we go. So I think that's pretty good. Now what I'll do is, let me get a little bit up over there. I'll go ahead and do her hair with the Posca. I'll show you that. And then we'll go over that with the pencil and see how that does. So let's get the Posca. And we'll do her eyes. Let's see. Yeah, Arlene's in Southeast Tennessee, a bit north of me. Every time he emails me something, it goes up to Indiana and back down to Tennessee. Isn't that odd, Arlene? Yeah, that's just weird. Hi, Annie Mame. Annie Mame is in my neck of the woods. She's in the Atlanta area. So I'm sure I'm missing people coming in. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some highlights in her hair. And so I go right over the pencil, and I just kind of drag it out so it's not like a harsh end in there. But then after it dries, you can go, at least with Prismacolor, we'll test this out. You can go back over this with your, and there's some of that little egg right there. Let's just go ahead and get that around there. You can go over it with pencil so that it knocks it back from white, in this case, to light orange. I mean, I could leave some little highlights, and I usually put, you know, some hairs that are loose and stuff, but you got to make sure that your background and everything is done before you do that. So I'm just adding the highlights here. And I'll have some over here. Make sure this is dry, though, before you go over it with pencil. Otherwise, you'll just be scraping it off. Hi, Zippy. Can't we be worse than my English? Good to see you, Zippy. I showed the Invisible Man a little while ago, and I said that's Zippy's favorite movie monster was my Invisible Man, and Hubster still to this day will say I cannot get over, you know, how Zippy loved, because I had him on my show and he laughed at it, and Hubster thought that Zippy's laugh was the best, and it was. He loved my Invisible Man the first time he saw it. All right, so I'm just getting some highlights on here. And speaking of, I think we talked about this the other day, Zippy. Was it the Scotland? The national animal of Scotland, is it Scotland or Ireland? I forget which one. It's a unicorn. And I said, well, I wonder if that's where Zippy is from. I think it was Scotland. Am I right? Who here can tell me? And no, what you call it? Who can tell me? Because we saw it. Is Scotland? It is Scotland. Okay, so the national animal of Scotland was a unicorn. So we immediately thought of you, Zippy. All right, so I'm going to let that dry. Let me go ahead and get my black Sharpie pen. Zippy again. Jane. We might have to draw that. Scotland's doomed because you're from there, or just unicorns. Okay, so let's go ahead and get her pupil and her lash line here, and I'll go ahead and do one so you can see the difference. Maybe I don't really want to do her eyelashes too much because I haven't done her green skin yet, but I want you to be able to see the difference it makes when you go over it. In a color book, it's just not black ink. It's like dark gray. See the difference? Maybe not. Oh, you'll be able to see it when I do it up here. So let's go ahead and do the egg yolk. We're going to do it in, well, you kind of want to do it in dark green, actually. I don't really want it in black. So, or do I want it in purple? No, let's do it in dark green. Where's that black? I think that is black. Well, we're doing it in black, I guess. I picked up the black instead of the dark green. But I just want you to see the difference from the printer. See how it's not black. And the same thing for all these little areas in here. If you want those to stand out and be really black, you'll have to go over them. Okay, Tina. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to do the owl eyes. And we'll do the rest in a little bit. Okay, let's finish her eye. right, so now her eyes are purple, so I wanted to get some light purple. See, I pushed hard and it snapped the very tip off that pencil. But all pencils will do that if you give it hard pressure. All right, so now I want some dark purple. Some shadow. Yeah, they're not the best layering pencils, I'm going to say. They don't, especially if you have any kind of layers already there, it doesn't want to let you put another layer on. It just doesn't want to let you do that. All right, so I'm going to give her some thicker eyebrows just because I like thicker eyebrows. Just give her some kind of spidery looking, And all right, now let's go ahead. Now this is where the highlights really make it pop. So I'm going to add a couple of different highlights. Okay, and I'm going to give her some bright eye. See the difference that makes? Same thing up here in this egg. I guess it's the egg yolk. I'm going to go ahead and it's going to make it look like alien eyes, but we'll give it a little bit of a highlight. All right, so there we go for a start. Now, this should be dry enough for me to take my orange and go over the white. Okay, so what it does is it knocks back the white and makes it a light orange. But it's still a nice bright highlight. See that? See the difference? So it matches her hair. White highlights are fine on certain colors, or and I'll do like a random wispy hair, but I really just want it bright orange. So the pencils are going fine over the top of the Posca. So just go over the whole thing. And hi, Lisa from Idaho. My grandfather, my grandmother and grandfather, they lived up in Potlatch. I'm talking though way back. They lived in Potlatch, Idaho. And my family always gone to Coeur d'Alene and being up from Spokane, and but yeah, beautiful, beautiful state, Idaho. When we drove to Alaska, we followed the Snake River all the way through Idaho. You're in Salmon? I'm not sure where that is, Lisa. I'm not sure where Salmon, Idaho is. I mean, like on the map, Poscas are not, I mean, you can get Sharpie, ones, but I don't know that they're really any cheaper than a Posca. Maybe they might be 50 cents or $1. And I used to be able to buy these in Michael's. I'm not sure now. I mean, maybe you could give it a try, but really Posca is so opaque. It's just so opaque. And that's true of all the colors of Posca. I mean, you really try to get it. And if I was telling anybody to get a Posca, get a white one, because a white Posca, you can color like I just did here on her hair and go over it with a pencil and make it any color you want. Thank you, C&P. And make it any color you want, right? So I would recommend, if you only buy one Posca color, get the white one. All right, let's get into her skin now. She's green, the pencils just are a little, I don't want to say, they're just don't want to lay down as smoothly as my Prisma. But they're not bad. They're not bad. And I'm going to give her that little mask look. And I'll get in here with some darker green in the shadows. Let's put some up under her hair there. And her little nose. Give her that manga nose. Yeah, Posca, white Posca, I would recommend. I want to learn how to make that beard braid. Beard braid. This, you mean? Like, you mean go around your face, Rachel? My hair's long enough to do that, but I'd feel really silly having that, you know. And of course, Hubster would never go out with me if I did. I can't even hardly wear woolly outside without him saying, can you just walk behind me or walk way ahead of me or something? He's not one for drawing attention to himself. It's like, yeah, no, you know. And I'm not trying to draw attention to myself wearing woolly, you know. I mean Wolfie is my, and it's not real wolf. It's fake fur, but my Wolfie hat, and I have another one too. Well, I have my llama one here. Let me show that one. This one's sitting right here. Here's my llama hat. I can see Zippy the unicorn wearing a llama hat. Let me back out so you can see it. So if I'm wearing this anywhere, Hubster just disowns me. He's not walking next to me. He's not walking around. But I love my llama. I love my llama hat. It's nice to wear. It's like when you're out walking, and it does have Velcro, so you can put it up under your chin like that. So you can have that fur be. And let's see, is Wolfie over here? Where's Wolfie? No, I think Wolfie's down. I used to have him hanging on my chair, but I took him downstairs. So, hey, you know, keeps you young. All right, so let's see. Let's get back to her. All right, so let's get in with the dark green. See, it's not wanting to go it's not letting me put another layer. It's not letting me put this dark green over the light green. So I think what one of the tricks with these pencils will be is do your shadows first. Like right here, there's only the watercolor, right? The Neocolor. So I can lay down the darker green first. Or say maybe under here, under the wings. But I think if you try to put your light colors down and then layer this over, it's not going to let you. It's not going to let you layer. Okay. So this is just the watercolor. So it's going to let me put down the dark green, just like I did the hair with the dark orange. Okay. But it's not going to let you go over very easily. Let's see. I have a wolf one, vampire. It's downstairs though. Yeah, Wolfie. Let's see. I'll show you. I wore it last year at the tree farm when we went and cut down a tree. Let me go to my Instagram here. Let me go here. Let me scroll back to last Christmas. I have a little video. I always try to film a little something at the tree farm. Here we go. Well, there's Wolfie. There's me and Grow-Grew. There's me and Grow-Grew at the tree farm last year. So there's my Wolfie. Now he does let me wear it at the tree farm because there's nobody there. But look how far he's walking ahead of me while we do this. Wait, look. All right, we're at the tree farm. That time of year again. And I always bring a friend every year other than Hubster. I always bring a friend. So who did I bring this year? So yeah, that was last year at the tree farm. I always bring a friend. Oh, where's my grow group here? Oh my gosh. No, he's not turning around. He knows me. I mean, really, he's like, it's like, oh, that's nothing. That's nothing for her. Nothing to see here. Just keep moving along. Okay, so there we go. We got a little bit of shading here. Let's do a little bit more up here. Okay, see, now I need to sharpen. I try to do something fun at the tree farm every year. Bye, Shelly. Thanks, Nat. It was fun. And but when I go, like if we're downtown Atlanta and it's in the winter, like we usually go to Blick in February. That's when my birthday, and we'll go down and go to the Varsity and get the greasy onion rings, which I love, and go to Blick. Well, that's when I wear Wolfie. I'm wearing Wolfie down there, and he's like, can I walk back over there? But I gotta say, I'll tell you, I'm gonna tell on Hubster. Maybe he's listening. Sometimes he stops by. He has the kind of sense of humor. He hasn't, and I'm gonna be honest, he hasn't done this for a while because maybe he thinks I'm just getting too old for this, and he doesn't actually want to run me over with the car. Maybe he thinks that my reflexes are not as good as they used to be, so he hasn't done this lately. But we would like for, and I'll just use this as an example because it's a good example. Like if I'm at a, let's just say the grocery store, and I pull up, he's going to pull up to the curb and pick me up in the groceries or something, or he dropped me off and went and did something, came by to pick me back up. So let's just say this is the car, and don't look at my mouse, Janet. She's going to freak out at this because it's not clean. This is going to freak Janet out. Okay, so this is the car. Okay, and let me get me. Here's me. Oh no, I'd be on this side. Okay, so here I am at the curb, and so here's Hubster, and I'm getting ready to. I'm reaching over to open the door, and he goes like that, and I go. And I am laughing so hard that I mean, I'm just laughing so hard, so I'm going like, but now like I said, he hasn't done that in a while. It's in February, Zippy. Oh, February 4th. So anyway, he does that to me, right? And I am laughing. I'm rolling. I mean, literally, not really literally rolling on the floor, but I'm laughing. I'm bent over laughing so hard. And I know people around me are looking like, oh, that poor woman, but like I said, he hasn't done that lately because I think he's afraid he might run me over. You do that to your teenager, Ashley? And so this is what Janice thinks of she's not laughing at me. Look, I'm holding my mouse and I'm over here looking. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? I can't click on Janet. She's doing this because of this. She can't stand that. I know she can't. So I have let me move it out of the way so it doesn't freak her out. But I'll tell, and I've told these stories before, but now I'm in the Hubster telling mode. Went back, I'm sure some of y'all remember back when there were games like Pac-Man and stuff like that at the movie theaters, Tetris, big game, the actual games at the theater. And you'd put in a quarter, 50 cents, depending on what the game, how much long you wanted to play and all. And so we were playing a game waiting for at the movies, waiting for the movie to start. So we would play games. I was Miss Pac-Man. I love me some Miss Pac-Man. I was so good at Miss Pac-Man. And so anyway, and y'all know I talk loud. That's not a secret. I talk loud. And you're talking over the games, right? Because ding, 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 all this noise going on. So I was playing Miss Pac-Man, and Hubster was playing another game off on the other side of the room. And I ran out of money. I ran out of quarters. So I walk over to him on the other side of the room. I go, hey, and his name is Buddy. His nickname is Buddy, right? I say, hey, bud, you got a quarter? And I'm talking loud over the game so he can hear me. And he turns around, straight face, just looks at me and goes, I beg your pardon? And turns back around and keeps playing his game. And everybody turns around and looks at me like, oh, that poor woman. Should we give her a quarter? I felt like I was panhandling in the 70s in downtown. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's his sense of humor, right? But he doesn't want to be seen with me wearing Wolfie. Oh my goodness. So yeah. So I'm not able to really get nice darks in here on top of the other pencil. So like right under here, under eyes, look, I'm really having to, bear down and get some dark green in there. It doesn't want to layer up. It doesn't want to put dark over the layers I already have. I'm really having to work at doing that. So, yeah, one way to collect loose change. Okay, bye, Rebecca. Mine is February 17th. We're the best people because we are the rarest, the shortest month. Oh, that's good, Zippy. I like that. Oops, sorry. Zippy zipped off. We'll have to remember that our favorite unicorn is the 17th. And yeah, I had a where's my zip? I had a Zippy the unicorn little thing here somewhere. I don't know where it went. And let's see. I don't know where my Zippy went. I had a Zippy the unicorn finger puppet. Give y'all 3 guesses at what creatures took Zippy off somewhere. 2 little cats. Okay, so let's see. I want my dark purple here, and I'm going to go over these little egg pieces flying around. Remember, this right here is the water-soluble crayons, the NeoColor2. So I'm able to go over that with the pencil real easily. This is not pencil right there. That swoosh, that's not pencil. Zippy, what have you been up to, by the way? I haven't seen you around. I know that there's a lot of topics you can't hardly talk about on social media anymore. Did they get you, Zippy? Did they get you? So I don't see you around much. So how many of y'all are into baseball? Did everybody see that the Braves are going to the World Series, beat the Dodgers? We're going to Houston on Tuesday. Going to Houston? You're working on your book? Oh, well, Zippy, we need can you give us any details? Don't give us more than, I know this is how I feel when I'm working on a new project. It takes the zippy, it takes the zip out of something when you talk about a new project too much when you first start it. So don't talk about it so much that it takes the zippy out of zippy. But do you want to tell us anything about it? Yeah. Yeah, they like it. They carry the cats carry you. Hi, more fabric. Selena, this is Selena, guys. If y'all don't know, if y'all like the fabrics that I've used from India, it's about a lady who finally reaches the corridor. Oh my gosh. That has to go in the wingnut book. Oh my gosh, you made the wingnut book. I think you've made the wingnut book before, though, Zippy, but you're making the wingnut book again. It's about a lady who finally reaches the car door. Oh my gosh. Zippy's book. Let me grab the wingnut book. Oh my gosh. So Zippy made the wingnut book. Here's the wing. If y'all don't know what the wingnut book is, this is when somebody says something funny in chat like that, it goes in the wingnut book because see, we're all just a bunch of wingnuts. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a bunch of wingnuts. Yeah. Hi, Carly. So anyway, yeah, More Fabric, Selena. She has a YouTube channel and she has an Etsy shop and she sells beautiful fabrics like, let me grab one of my packs. I have them all organized. I have them organized by different things. So I want to get some of the here, these. Mm-hmm. Look, I have them in little, I have them in stuff. Look, I have them in bundles. So I have them broke out by different types. But she has beautiful fabrics. Look. So if you like any of this sari silks or designs from India, ribbons, all kinds of things, go over and check out Selena on More Fabrics. And if one of y'all want to put a link into her Etsy, feel free. Okay, let's see. Jane. All right, let's get finished here. All right, let's see. Let's put in some more purple. So I've got to separate my purple from my brown there. Okay. So yeah. So the pencil goes fine on over these light colors where I have, that's the NeoColor2 water soluble crayon. That's not the pencil there, right? That's this is going right over the top of this so easily. That's because that's watercolor, not pencil. Because this particular brand does not like to have too many layers. It's not wanting to layer up. Okay, Arlene, thanks for stopping in. I hope you have a great day. I'm liking your little robot characters you're making out of computer parts. And so Arlene's been making little robots out of like little pieces of metal and computer parts and stuff like that. It's really cool. All right, so we almost got these. Maybe put a little bit more shadow of the swirl here too. Thank you, Carly YouTube. All right, so let's go ahead and just kind of get a little bit more movement. Not too much because I really just kind of like it a washed look. But we can put a little bit. And I need to do another collage. I think the last collage I did was the one for William Shatner. I was hoping he'd see it on Twitter, but you know, he has talked to me before, but it's been a while. Bill and I, you know, we used to be like this. No, I'm just kidding. He's commented a couple of times to me, but I really like the Let me show y'all. You know, when he went up in space, I did this collage for him. Here it is. It's on Instagram. So you can see up here this little astronaut with the old timey phone, you know, because he is 90, right? And so I did this like collage here, and it says, Bill, is that you? I love this. I thought it was hilarious. Bill, is that you? But he hasn't commented back, so yeah, I'm sure he's busy. Oh, good, do Zippy, because you know you seem to be a stranger these days, and I know it's because some of the places we used to hang out at have been banned from the social media. So yeah, but it's always good when you stop by and we get to see you for a few minutes. It's always nice. I appreciate that. Okay, her little popsicle. I think I'm gonna put some. The green is getting a little lost in her skin. Yeah, see, it won't let me. It won't let me layer over that. Let's go ahead and put some white Posca because that I can go over, right? We can put some purple highlights or, you know. All right, so I'll lighten it up so we can see her popsicle or her candy. Oh, thanks, Devin. Oh my goodness. He's now if y'all do not follow William Shatner, and I'm not on Twitter that much anymore. I'm just going to be honest. But see, this is really I'm having to really put pressure down to get some of this dark green under these wings. It doesn't want me to put down another layer. These pencils. He's so snarky and so funny, and does not put up with anything. He's hilarious. Yeah, the lollipop. Yeah. So I just want to get some darker areas in his wings and stuff that it doesn't want to let me put down another layer. And again, these pencils are let me show you the cover here. Here's what they are. Roof Funner. That's the name of them. And they're only like $30 for 120 pencils. They're budget friendly to the max. So I bought them, I don't know, over a year ago, and I hadn't really used them on the show, although I think I showed them, but I never really used them. And they don't want to layer. If you want to use these, you need to put down the darks first and then do the lights, because it doesn't want you to put down more layers of dark, like put your shadows in at the end. That is true. That is true. And so yeah, we got the World Series starts in Houston on Tuesday, best of 7, and we beat the Dodgers, best of 7. So going to the World Series. And we did go to let's see, which one was it? 90, I think it was in 95. I think we went to the World Series here in Atlanta in 1995. And then I think they won again in 99. Or they played in 99. They won in 95. I can't remember. But we did go to the World Series in... oh, thanks, guys. You like it, Debbie? Thank you. All right, so now I think I'm going to go ahead and give the owl some highlights in his eyes. Do his little beak. And I think I'm going to go ahead with the black pen and do the little polka dots that are on these eggshells here. This is the inside of the eggshell, and then the outside is the purple. So, yeah, we were pretty excited. Hubster was out in L.A. when I think the first game of the 7 against the Dodgers. And, of course, you know, I have a daughter and son-in-law and grandchild out in L.A. And But they were rooting for the Braves. Just saying. And oh, I do have a new. Let me show you. Got a new video of Logan. So he got to watch the first game of the series, the playoffs, in LA. Here, let me go over here. Let's see. He's at the skate park, and so that was pretty good. It was better than this one. It was better than that one. Yeah. So let's look at the good one again here where he made it. And I think the last one I showed, well, I don't have it on here. I don't think he played. Yeah, maybe that's it. No, that's not it. Where he was in his little band. I think his mom has that one on Facebook. So I know. Oh no, I gotta go with. I have to go with the Braves. I have to go with the Braves. Okay, let's see where we're going here. Let's give it a little bit of highlight on the wings. And again, I can go over this Posca with a pencil, but I'm just kind of giving it a little bit of highlight texture. Oh, I got to finish these. I got to finish the little. But I'll do another flip real quick through the book. But I can't really darken her shadows in her skin because it won't let me. I mean, I'm really giving it some pressure and it just does not want to put another layer down. So that may be it. This may be the final layer. So just know if you use this brand of budget-friendly pencils, even if you're going over some paint that you did, put your shadows down first. And then, leave it the light areas because it doesn't want to layer very well. All right, let me back out one click and I'll do a flip here. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see, exit full. There we go. I want the camera. There we go. Okay, let's back it out again. There we go. I think that's good. But it is kind of nice that they don't roll because they're square pencils. They're not rolling off the desk. But you know what? Let's go ahead and do something real quick. I'm going to get my dark green Prismacolor. I'm going to get a dark green Prismacolor. And a dark olive. Let's see, here's my olive over here. But this isn't the dark, oh, maybe this one. Let's just see. Let's see if I can add, let me sharpen. Let's see if I can add some darker. Let's see if the Prismacolor will go over. Bye, Devin. Thanks for stopping in. Oh my gosh, look. The Prismacolor is going over. Well, I'm not zoomed in anymore, but I'm able to go over the Brute Foon. What are they called again? Brute Fooner. I'm able to go over them with the Prismacolor. Where I couldn't put another dark layer with them, I can do it with the Prismacolor. It's letting me put another layer. So Prismacolor, you go. All right. So now let me just do another little flip. And then I'll show my Happy Mail that I got from Mary Tao. All right, so here's the book we're working in, Cute and Creepy by Camilla D'Orecco. And she has the mermaid one, pop manga, and I think she has a new one coming out. So let's go ahead and do a flip of all. Let me think, I might need to brighten it back up. let's see here. Camera, bright. There we go. Does a white Prisma go over them? White, well, no, white Prisma doesn't even go over Prisma, Picola. I showed y'all this here. White Prisma over matte paint, white Prisma over color pencil. So, yeah. All right, let's do a quick flip. And you can see what we have left in the book and what we've done. So, oh, look, Zippy's girlfriend. Oh no, that's a mermaid, half mermaid unicorn. It needs a horn. We did this one last week, and that's on Instagram. They're all on Instagram. All of these are on Instagram if you want to see them. I ordered the the Momo Girl. Yeah, the Momo Girl color books are amazing. They are beautiful. I showed some of my work out of those, I think, last week too. My little Yetis. I love my snow. I love my little. I put hair under their arms. You like to flip through? Oh, that's your ex. Ex-girlfriend. All right. One other thing that I did want to do here is have a couple some hair, loose hair. And you don't have to leave it, again, you don't have to leave it white. You can, when it dries, you can go over it with, we're going to put a couple hairs down her eyes there. You can go over it with the orange. So we'll have a few hairs just kind of loose out of her braid. And I'll go over it with orange. And then she'll have that nice orange line going right across her eye. And it just gives it some more oomph. There's the one we did that Devin, who just left, Devin said to give her cat fur. So we gave her actual fur. But we did a lot of these last October. And I trying to get more done this October. So as many as we can. This one, I have the cat looking in there and like you can barely see him there. He's kind of blends in. And then this is all paint. And the zombie kids. Some more little vampires. Did our vampire from the Netherlands already leave? Vampire 4000. So trying to get as many done as possible. Again, this will always, I love, this is still my favorite. I just love her. And then the final page here. So let's go back and go over the orange, the white Posca with the orange. And they'll still stand out, but we're going to give them a little bit of, take some of the brightness off them. But I want the one going right across her eye. So yeah, nice to try these pencils out and to know you really can't layer them too well. Yeah, I love the hedgehog one. I thought she was beginning to cry. uh, okay, so there we go. All right, let me go ahead and open my or not open, show y'all my Happy Mail I got from Mary. So Mary, actually, they're downstairs. She actually sent me some tulips from Holland. The bulbs, she ordered them, and we didn't get to plant them this week, and we're going to plant them this week. So you can plant your bulbs in the fall here in Georgia, and so I don't know that we've ever grown tulips or grown a lot of other bulb flowers, and so she sent me a box. Well, really, Hubster. He does the gardening for the most part. Bulbs, tulip bulbs from Holland. So I'm anxious to plant those. And then she sent, look at this. She sent a beautiful card and a nice little note in there. And she sent me this vintage, I guess it's vintage, this Spaceship X2, or is that X11? I'm not sure. But look, it's like, I don't know, does it have, it's a action, mystery action, floating astronaut, has the key here. So let's see what happens. I haven't tried it yet. I was waiting on you guys. So let's see what happens. Oh, well, here, let's move this out of the way. All right, let's take the key off. Let's see what it does. I think it's like one of those wind ups, and then it just, goes across as the key up. Is this where you wind it? No, that's not it. She had a little arrow pointing somewhere. I took it off. Now I got to figure out where to put the key. No, oh, that must have another. Oh, look, it had some other little character that would go around. That was in the top of that. So that was what that hole is for. But where do you wind this up? Where do I wind this up, Mary? I'm not seeing the place to. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And so it had, I guess, I mean, I don't know how old this is. The box is really, you can tell it's old. Floating astronaut outside the cabin. See, it didn't come with this. So there's a little like attachment there that goes in the top. And I'm thinking he floats around it. No, but it's so cool, isn't it? So I'm just going to sit the key in there so I don't lose the key. Well, I may not fit in the box with the key on top. And so that was really cool. And then she, of course, sent me some cat Post-it notes, Malibu and Oliver cat Post-it notes. And then she sent, and I know, y'all know I draw chickens all the time. Colleen's going to be jello of this book. I don't know where Colleen is, if she's lurking, Colleen. She sent me a book of chickens. She knows I like to draw chickens and roosters. And I don't even know how many I've drawn, chickens and roosters. So she sent me a book. Because y'all know, wait, let me pull one out. Here, let me get my big 600-page sketchbook out. Let me get out the big book here. And let me see here. Where's some? Well, here's one. This was one that I gave that one away. So let's see here. Let me find some. Where's my chickens and roosters? I know they're in here. Where are you, chickens and roosters? Well, I don't think they're that far back. There's one armadillo. Where are they? Hang on. I have 2 or 3 big roosters in here that I've drawn. Why can't I find them? There's my copies of my... There we go. So here's a couple... Oh, so anyway, I know, right? Love that. Look at that. So she sent me a book on chickens. I just love this. So I'm just going to flip through it just so y'all can see. So thank you, Mary. This was awesome. Look at them all. You know, you just think, because I remember I was for Inktober. I thought about doing chickens and roosters for Inktober. And when I was on jury duty, I drew one on break. I drew a big chicken head on break, or rooster. And I said, no, I can't draw 31 of these. I cannot draw 31 roosters and chickens for Inktober. So that got, yeah, I did not end up doing that. Oh, there's so many, right? Just, did you think, I mean, you know, you can Google them, but look, I just love this. I love this book, Mary. I know, right? So I'll draw some more in my sketchbook, but I wasn't going to draw 31 of them for Inktober. So fun. So fun. So thank you, Mary. When I say chickens. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, yeah. And the book that I drew the other one in, it really turned out really nice. I don't think did I post a picture of that one on Instagram? I'm not sure. But I gave that sketchbook to Cameron. So I gave him the chicken. I gave him the chicken too, so I don't have the original. But let's see, did I post it on Instagram? I don't remember if I posted that. No, I guess I didn't. I have it in my photos, but that's good. That would be a good name of a book. A mystery, Zippy. 31 Days of Fowl. I love that. I love that name. 31 Days of Fowl. Let's see, how far back did it go? Where was it? There's when we went to the county fair. Maybe I didn't save. There's some chickens there that I saved, so it should be right around that point. And I don't see it, so I don't think I took a picture of it. I don't think I took a picture of the chicken that I drew at jury duty. I should have, but I didn't. Oh, you sent me a PM original picture of the toy. Oh, you sent me a picture of the original picture of the toy? All right, let me go over here. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Carla. There's the original from the 50s. Cool, Carla. Thank you. Yeah, see how it's got the little astronaut that goes around the top? Very cool. And then Carla also sent me, look, it's a felted sloth. Somebody made a felted sloth. How do we find these things, people? I'm serious. Aw, Tina, you like my print? A felted sloth. Well, anyway, so yeah, this book I just throw a little bit of everything in. It's just like my everything book. But I knew my roosters were in there. Uh, oh my goodness. All right, so let's see what else. What else is going on? So I can get that back in there. Well, I can't. I'll do it afterwards. I can't get it back on the shelf. Oh, one other thing. I got these stamps. I bought these at the post office last I guess it was last Thursday when I took no Wednesday. Let's see. I did the giveaway on Wednesday, so it was last Thursday. Last Thursday when I mailed y'all's stamp sets out. Look at these new stamps. Message monsters. And all these are little stickers. Janet, are you here? Janet loves stamps. These are little stickers. And look, message monsters. And they just say Forever USA. They're the Forever stamps. But look how cute they are. I just thought those were adorbs. And you can put these little hats on them, I guess. I don't know if I'd want to do that. I'd be afraid that the stamps wouldn't be any good. Okay, Zippy. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. It was great to see you. Don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger, and keep us posted on your project when you feel that you can share. So thank you, Mary, for the chicken book. And let's see what else. I'm looking around to see what else. I'll take a picture of this, and I'll go ahead and pick up my pencils while we're sitting here. Y'all got any questions? Anything y'all want to talk about? Ask, do, think. While I pick up the pencils here, separate. And again, they never go back in the same spots. This one goes there because there's a spot there, but I never care if they're in order. And really, if I was going to use these a lot, I'd get a pencil case for them because, these I use every day. My Prismacolors, so they're in the what do you call it, tray? The silverware tray. Let's see what I can get over here. Let's see. I think that goes over this way. The greens in here. Let's see. I don't know what goes there. All right, here's my Prismacolors. Purple, orange. Okay, then. Just to get them back in that area, the area they were in. Purple. I think I've moved them all over one, so some of them are probably out of order. There's another green. Okay, there we go. Let's just go ahead and put these all away. So that was kind of fun, testing those out. Will they replace my Prismacolor? No. Let's see. All right. Yeah, yay from a chicken book and my spaceship. Thank you, Mary. That was so sweet. Let's see. I'm looking around. It seems like there should be something else that I need to show and tell, but I'm not thinking of it. Oh, I did come across this while I was making a couple of zine out of some color paper. So I was making some new zines out. This is just some leftover like copy paper. Look how old it is. It's faded on the edge. Can y'all see that? The copy paper's faded. Let me see. I need to zoom in. Whoops. I didn't want to go there. No, I didn't want to go there. Hang on, guys. I accidentally Okay, am I back? Am I back? Oh my gosh, I clicked the wrong thing. I clicked the wrong X. Am I back? Yeah, back. Okay. So I clicked. Can you hear me? Oh my gosh. I clicked the wrong X and I knocked it. I just left the studio. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is nice about StreamYard. If you leave, you can come back. Exactly. So I was making some little a zine out of a color paper, right? And while I was looking for the paper, I came across these. Do y'all remember when we made these out of a piece of these little pockets out of a piece of 12 by 12? Now, I don't even remember how to make them, so I didn't take it apart. But these are made out of a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and they make little pockets. So I'm sure some of y'all have made these before. So you got the pockets here, you got the pocket here, and you got the pockets here and here. And it's made out of a 12 by, oh, and then here too. You know, you got this one here too. So I'm going to unwrap it so I can try to remember how to make these. Does anybody remember? See how simple that is? So it's a 12 by 12. Okay. So you got your 12 by 12, and we fold these two. And I mean, it's scored in the middle too, so you know where to fold it. Okay. And then this and this. And then it tucks into itself. It just tucks into itself like that and like that. Isn't that cool? I came across it while I was looking for paper. So does anybody remember making these? Let me grab a, let's make one. We'll make one before we go. Let's get a cool piece of scrapbook paper here. Let's get, hang on, I'm digging. Let's get one of these. And this is the cardstock one too. It's pretty thick. It's not the thin kind. But hang on, I'm trying to decide. Now let's make a butterfly one. Here, let's make it with one of these. What, one of these sheets, one of these graphic 45s? Let's make one out of this. All right, so first I've got to cut this off. Let's cut the edge off here. I was going to get the cutter out, but I think I can just cut this down. Because you need it exactly 12 by 12. I'll send this off to somebody. We'll see. Somebody, whoever's being nice today. All right, so I'm going to open it up again. Now this one has the little cuts in it so that you see where the pockets are. I can do that, though. I have a punch. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, so now, first off, we fold it in half. Okay, let me get my bone folder so we can get a nice smooth. Okay, and then we're folding it in half to the middle again. So let's just fold it to the middle. And anytime you flatten out paper like this, you want to crunch it in the middle and then go out. If you start at the top and work down, you're going to make it crooked. Okay. So let's get this nice and smooth. All right. Same thing for, did I leave? Well, there is a little tiny bit of a space, not much. And that's probably just so that it'll fold and bend, into the pockets. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. See where it's folded like this? You don't want to take your bone folder and start at the top and go down because you'll twist. So what you want to do is get where you're going to fold it and start in the middle and then go out and down. So it keeps it straight. Okay. Then we folded it. Well, I don't think these two matter as much as long as one is just, they don't, one's bigger than the other. So, because one fits inside the other. But I don't know that it matters so much as long as they don't overlap itself. So let's see. So I'm going to just try to do the same, close, kind of close here. So I'm going to do this. I'm using this one as a pattern. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it over. All right, so then this one is right about there. You can see no ruler, and I'm not measuring. All right, so now I'll get that. All righty, now let's flip these over the other way. Get everything nice and crisp. Okay, now in here, I want the punch. Here's where we're going to do the two. So you can see the places where on there, on there. Let's see. I remember the folding, but don't know where mine are. Yeah, I just came across one, Janet, when I was looking for this thin copy paper, the old, the copy paper that's in colors, which you don't really ever do any copies on, but they're fun to make zines on. So I said, I know I got a bunch of different colors. Y'all let me see what I've no, I'm not gonna laugh. I said, I know I got some colored copy paper. It's just thin. It's copy paper thin, right? It's copy paper thin. I know I have some of that somewhere in the studio. I found all this is that copy paper. None of this is cardstock. It's copy paper. I knew there was some in the studio somewhere. So I'm going to make some zines. Okay, so now, all right, so let's open these up. Let's open this up. Measure? What do you mean measure, Janet? All right, so let's see here. So now they're just, okay, so now these folds are just to the line. Okay, there's a line. This is the fold line, right? Now we're just going to fold the corners to that line. They're hard to see. There we go. Okay, we're going to do all four corners here. There. Okay, so we have our four corners. And then these fold in. Let's make sure everything's nice and smooth down. And then they just fold inside of themselves. So I don't know which one folded inside the other. I don't know that it really matters. I think the short one folds inside the larger one. Okay, so the short side will fold inside the larger one. Okay. Okay. There we go. And you have the pocket here. your pocket here, your pocket here, your pocket here. That was kind of cool, wasn't it? Hi, Terry Brett. You have just a little bit. Yeah. So what do you think? Did you like this, Carla? It can go this way if depending on because the papers, could be upside down either way. So what do y'all think? Is that cute? And then a little piece of elastic. Let's see, our ribbon. Oh, a little piece of ribbon or something. Let's see what I got here. Here's some elastic. Let's see. Here's some green. Here's a piece of green. Oh no, the blue would look good with that because it has some teal on there. Let's go with a piece of. All right, I'm going to send it to you, Carla. And do I have your address still? I mean, Carla, you haven't moved, have you? Carla, have you moved? If you've moved, send me your address again. Carla's always, she's always encouraging at my stream and everybody's stream. There we go. So, Carla, I'm going to send it to you for all the encouragement you give us, Carla, and not just at my stream, but everybody else's. All right. There we go. I'll send that to Carla. If you have moved, send me your address. Otherwise, I'll send it to the address I have. Nice little thing to tuck in junk journals too. Yeah, exactly, Pacola. So if y'all have a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper, that's all it is. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you're talking to me, Selena, but thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and take this apart again so I can show you. Let's move this out of the way so you can see it. So you can just, if you have a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper, okay, 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper, not moved, okay. Fold it in half to get the center, get your center, okay. And then fold the corner. Well, then you can just fold these to the middle. So essentially, you got it divided into quarters, right? And then you just flap your little corners in like that. Okay. Fold it in, and of course, I punched it. You could just cut it with scissors if you want, or you can cut a triangle. You could just snip some, a little hole, just whatever. Just it really is just so that you can see that there's a pocket there. You don't have to have that there, but it does give that contrast. Okay, so that's all there is to it. I just didn't take it apart till I was on the show. This is just torn right there. I didn't take it apart on the show. I mean, before the show, because I wasn't sure if I would be able to get it back together. And I wanted to show it to you guys. I said, well, I'll wait till I go on the show to open it back up so we can we can see how it goes. All right, so there we go. All right. So does anybody else have any questions or anything? Before we go? I'm looking around seeing what else. What else I might have forgot to show you guys or talk about or do. Janet, what are you doing on your show today? Janet needs to show some of her zines again. That's just me. Janet's zines are so cool. Hi, Kathy Berg. Did you find out who sent the outfit? No, never found. Nobody's ever fessed up to who sent me that outfit accidentally. If you accidentally sent me a kid's like a size 3 outfit, sweatpants and shirt, let me know because Amazon sent it to me. Amazon sent it to me instead of the person that they probably meant to send it to. All right, let's see. So, Kathy, I don't know where Colleen is, but look, Mary sent me this. Mary Tau or Tau. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but look, she sent me a book of chickens. I said, oh my gosh, Colleen's going to, she may already have it. Let's be honest. Colleen may already have this book of chickens. So, all right, guys. Well, it's a little after 11. Let's see. Did Janet answer what she's going to do today at 1? Janet comes on at 1. And, oh, let me show y'all my Inktober. We did that at the beginning of the show. I'll have to take a picture of it. I need to take a picture of my Inktober with the brush that I used. Where's the brush I used? Is it still over here? No, that's not the brush I used, is it? Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. Do I just want it like that? It looks too much like a, I don't know if I want it there. Maybe just, I'm not sure how I want the splat. So anyway, there we go. This was my Inktober. Oh no, Jan, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I'm sorry. So this is today's Inktober. I don't know if I want that there or there. Maybe up there. I think I kind of like it right there. Or I could just go right into that splat. I like it here, but I don't like how it crosses over. It looks like a telephone pole. So I'm thinking maybe up here, just like that. What do y'all think? Do you think it just needs to go right there? Do you like it at the top or do y'all like it at the bottom? I think I like it at the top. I think I like it right there. Hi, Joan. Good to see you. Let's see. Oh no. Do you want to stream or not, Janet? If your stomach's that upset, are you going to stream? Do you want to commit to it? Or do you want to take the day off? Thank you, Jane. A couple drips at the top. Well, if I put a drip there, it's going to look like a dotted I. I already got one right there. You know, if I put another splat up there, I mean, I could make this into a splat. I'm going to try, see how it goes. Okay. Hi, Terry Lynn. So, yeah, Kathy, are you and Colleen streaming tomorrow? Pacola asked. Kathy B and Colleen, the scrap chick, stream together on Tuesdays and Fridays. And so, yeah, if you want to put a link to Kathy's channel, Pacola, feel free. And yeah. So I'll go ahead and post this, and I will take a picture of what we did today. This is what we did today. And I'll post this as well. I'm not real happy with the shading. I could go back in there with Prismacolor and do a little darker shading, but the Bruntfuner did not want to go darker on the wings. So, yeah. Maybe I'll put some white Posca in there. All right, guys. Well, I guess I will head out. And, okay, so Kathy Burke said they will be streaming tomorrow. There we go. Pacola put in a link right there. 10 a.m. Tuesday Eastern. Thank you. Thank you, my little Snapdragon. And, all right, Janet, well, I'll check on you here in a minute. And I hope y'all enjoyed the show and hope y'all enjoyed doing some more coloring in Cute and Creepy. And we will see you at Janet's or see you at Kathy's tomorrow, and or see you on Wednesday here again. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great day. Thanks, everybody that stopped in, lurked, checked out the channel. And yeah, y'all have a great day. Thanks, Cat and Pace. Thanks, Terry Brett. Thank you. Bye, guys.